Mystical Islam's respected viewers and listeners, Assalamu alaikum. Dear friends, the world is full of incidents that seem unbelievable at first glance, but are based on reality. Such strange occurrences have been happening since the creation of the world. The story we are going to tell and show you today will compel you to hold your ears in astonishment. A woman, friends, who committed immoral acts with a horse, gave birth to 50 children. We know this sounds unbelievable, but this was a punishment from Allah, which even forced others to repent. You too, when you see this, will spontaneously repent and realize what happens to those who go against the laws of nature. Who was this woman? Friends, what was this entire matter? When you learn the details, you will believe that yes, this could happen. But to know the full story, you must stay with us until the end of the video. Before moving forward, make sure you have subscribed to our channel, Mystical Islam. If you haven't, please subscribe immediately and click the bell icon so that you receive notifications of our upcoming videos on time. Let's begin this strange and astonishing video. Dear friends, some incidents and events are truly unbelievable, making it hard to believe them immediately. In today's video, we will tell you about such an incident that is difficult to believe but is true. Friends, this story is about a woman living in Uganda named Sarah Nabatansi. This story is about her. She was married at the age of 12. According to Sarah, her husband was 28 years older than her, meaning he was 40 years old at the time of their marriage. Sarah's husband was in the horse business and owned a large stable where Sarah also began helping after their marriage. Although Sarah was only 12 years old, her physique made her look 25, making her physically mature. Just a year later, at the age of 13, Sarah gave birth to twins. By the age of 40, Sarah had given birth 15 times, resulting in a total of 50 children. We will provide more details, but what happened was this. When Sarah gave birth to so many children, always twins or 4 to 5 at a time, doctors were amazed. They discovered that Sarah's body and hormones were such that she conceived multiple children at once. By the time of her 50th child, doctors strictly advised Sarah not to have more children as it could endanger her life. Friends, everything seemed somewhat understandable until this point, but then something strange happened. During the birth of her 50th child, Sarah's husband divorced her. The reason he gave for the divorce shocked everyone. According to Sarah's husband, he suspected his wife because Sarah had an unusual level of physical desire compared to an average woman. A few years after their marriage, Sarah became very attached to the horses she cared for, treating them as family members. Her care and affection for them knew no bounds. Over time, as she gave birth to twins every year, sometimes 4 or 5 children at a time, her husband grew concerned because it was impossible for one person to bear the expenses of so many children. He began suspecting Sarah as he was aging. Once, when he secretly followed her, he claimed to have witnessed a shocking and indescribable scene. Friends, he alleged that he saw his wife Sarah fulfilling her physical desires with a horse. Seeing this, he wondered if these children were also a result of such acts and whether this was Allah's punishment. An uneducated man, friends, he didn't know that scientifically, humans and animals cannot conceive together. It's impossible. Yet on this basis, he divorced Sarah and abandoned the children. This was the story according to Sarah's husband. But according to Sarah, her husband left her to shirk responsibility for their children. Since then, Sarah has been single-handedly raising her 50 children through hard work and labor. It is possible, friends, that Sarah is telling the truth. But what do you think? Is Sarah right, or is her husband justified? This issue, friends, was such that people were shocked at the accusations made by Sarah's husband. How could someone level such filthy accusations against their wife? And how could he abandon so many children? If he had accused another man, it might have been understandable, but blaming horses is beyond comprehension. He didn't even think about how a single woman would raise 50 children. Sarah's husband claims that these numerous children are a punishment for her sins, a wrath of Allah, and she must bear this burden alone. Otherwise, How could a normal woman have so many children? Friends, Sarah gave birth to twins 6 times, triplets 4 times, quadruplets 4 times, and sextuplets once. According to experts, Sarah's body was uniquely built to conceive multiple children at once. It should be noted, friends, that this Ugandan woman last gave birth to twins 4 years ago. She was 40 years old at the time, and one of her babies died during delivery. 4 years ago, her husband left her, forcing her to raise the children alone. Currently, 45 of her children live with her. According to Sarah, when she got married, her husband was 28 years older and 40 years old at the time. A year after their marriage, at the age of 13, she gave birth to twins. Sarah's home has 4 rooms, with at least 12 children sleeping in each room. They live near coffee plantations, where she and her children occasionally work. In Uganda, families with more than 5 children are common. Uganda also has the highest average birth rate per woman in the world, at 5.6 children, double the global average. Sarah says her entire life has been spent either raising children or earning money to run the household. She has worked as a vendor, barber, and event organizer. Currently, she sells herbal products. Her greatest wish is to educate all her children. Sarah has displayed her children's photos on her house wall, with the topmost picture of a child receiving a certificate upon completing their education. One of her sons, 23-year-old Ivan Kabuka, quit school to support his mother financially. Ivan says, "My mother is highly emotional, but her constant work is affecting her health. We help her with housework where possible, but the burden of the entire family rests on her shoulders." Sarah says she wished to have only 6 children. To manage her household, she has assigned different tasks to her children and tries to ensure her schedule remains intact. Friends, what do you think about this matter? Share your opinions in the comments. If you liked the video, please like it and share it with your friends. Before leaving, make sure you've subscribed to our channel, Mystical Islam. If you haven't, subscribe now and click the bell icon to receive timely notifications of our upcoming videos. Take care of yourself and also of those who have no one to care for them. We will meet again in the next video. Until then, Allah Hafiz.